My name is Steve.
And my name is Clark.
We're going to do a podcast on a semi-regular basis, hopefully weekly, where we can talk about all things disc golf.
And some things not disc golf.
And some things not disc golf. Maybe even today we'll delve into a little bit of non-disc golf topic.
Yeah, you never know.
We never know.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. What we're going to do is just do kind of a recap on how we felt about the event this past week, what's happening in the disc golf universe with all kinds of different stuff.
I think that's how we'll probably start off every episode.
Yeah,
you know,
we had
do a
a
little daily recap or a weekly recap of the tournament the week before.
Yeah, we had something to watch this weekend. It was pretty interesting, dude.
How about it?
You know, we play disc golf. We've been disc golfers for a long time. Me and Clarky have known each other for a number of years.
At least 15
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah, we have Blaze here who's with us as well. And we've all known each other for a long time. We've been disc golfers for a long time.
Yep.
We were down in Virginia this past weekend. We just got back from a trip from Alabama to Cactus Rock, which we can hit on. But we were down in Virginia this weekend while the Big Easy Open was happening down in New Orleans, which was super exciting. The play was
Super
incredible. Obviously, a very hard course. There was some pretty tough criticism on the course prior to the course starting, just in the fact that, you know, maybe it's too difficult. And John obviously is an amazing designer. He's designed some of the greatest courses. It makes sense to have that course be talked about for like Champions Cup. It's definitely that tight and wooded and hard and difficult and long. It'll be the longest course on, I think, the Pro Tour all year this year.
Yes.
What did you think of the course that they were playing?
The course looked wild. Just the fact that it was, you know, that over 12,000 feet, just the length of it, and, you know, is just showing that you're not going to be able to let up at all. I mean, it's going to be demanding. You're going to be throwing hard shots, far shots constantly the whole time. It's going to be, you know, you're going to be struggling. No one's going to have those.
I don't want to play.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it.
You know. But on top of it, the course looked awesome. Like, it looked like a cool course to, you know, play. I mean, maybe if they have some, like, short tee pads for some amateurs, that'd be cool. But, you know.
Yeah. I remember being there in 2022, maybe. I was there. So maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I was there. And I remember the course being really majestic in the fact that just the trees and the fact that they raised the table of land and planted grass everywhere. You could see the difference between the fairway and the rough. It was wild, dude. There was nobody else there when we were playing. Armadillos going across the fairways. It was so wild. It was such a different universe with the cypress and the trees that are coming up out of the grass. It was very cool, but it did not look easy, and they definitely stretched it, and they added these gigantic landing pads, helicopter landing pads for tee pads, right? Those things are gigantic.
Huge. With the stripes.
I mean,
that everyone was talking about.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't think aesthetically it looks the best. You know? I think it looks kind of silly.
I think it only looks silly because of the lines on it.
Right.
Like, you're going to have people that are walking up going, what are these lines for?
Yeah.
You know, especially beginners. Beginners are going to be like, what do I throw from here? You know, it's kind of confusing in that aspect, but
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, but I mean, the course played out pretty interesting. Holland Hanley.
Boom. Called it. Did I not?
You did.
Did I not?
He did. On the drive down, we were talking about who was going to play well, and Holland obviously just came prepared. Yeah. Owen is playing great golf. Lisa Fakis again.
Yep. Boom. Shout out our girl.
I just was on the Disc Golf Pro Tour website, and they have an article on how she's like coming in hot this year, you know, ready to play some golf. So I'm so proud of her and what she's been able to accomplish and what she's doing this year. It's super cool to see.
It is. Yeah.
You know, I love it.
And strong start to the season. So she was, I mean, I don't know if you can pull this up, but she was third at Supreme Flight, wasn't she?
I think she just missed podium, actually.
Okay, so, I mean.
I think she was like fourth.
Oh, dude, banging. Awesome. Yeah, and then she, before the Supreme Flight, she came into that with a couple of really solid tournaments before that. I believe I was watching.
Yeah, I mean, she tied for 12th, so she ended up dropping back
Okay.
in the Big Easy Open. But I know that she was up there. She was in the lead like for a while in
Yeah, she's playing
at
solid.
the Supreme Flight. So she played
It's awesome
really
to
good.
see.
It's just this course, I knew, there's a disadvantage that she's going to have on distance, and we know that. You know, she prepares for that with the way that she plays and the way that she steps up and like practices.
Drains putts.
She knows what areas she can be stronger in than everybody else, and then puts a focus on how she can like limit the damage on how long some of these holes are, because these people are throwing a mile. Even the young girls now coming up, you've got this MJ girl, you've got all of these people that are like super young that have figured out how to throw over 400 feet, and it's gonna be tough in that field playing just these types of courses. I do believe that she's going to be able to take control in a lot of the shorter courses. Watch that. Any kind of a shorter course that's more playable and is more accurate from the tee to green and putting comes into play more, watch out.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yep.
As soon as they stretch it, the way that they do on these courses, she's gonna do. But I mean, 12th place is fantastic.
Yeah, it's fantastic. She was killing it all season long. It looks like a new one, new Lisa.
Yep. On the guys' side, the tournament got interesting, dude.
Yep. Sticky Wysocki. Sticky.
Yeah.
Old stick.
Yeah.
Good old stick Wysocki.
I mean, he had to have known.
You know what the coolest part was when, dude,
Do you think
when Gannon hit that putt and then, dude, he almost wrapped her leg, dude.
Yeah.
And he did that old
would have
like
been amazing.
jump like Ricky.
Yeah,
Dude,
he was
it was
pumped,
intense,
though.
dude.
Dude,
It
he was
intense.
super pumped up. You don't see Gannon show that level of emotion that often.
Mm-hmm.
That was a moment. That was like I think they said it was an 80-foot putt
Yeah.
that he canned. And it just snuck in the bottom left. Like,
Crazy.
I mean, it just made it
Yeah.
into the basket. But dude, Rick should have known what he was doing when he picked up those sticks. Like, anybody who plays disc golf in tournament disc golf looked at what was happening on the TV and went, "What is happening right now?" And then obviously he's in the heat of the moment, right? So you have to think like his adrenaline's pumping. He's still got the lead. He's got to maintain. He just won the Supreme Flight Open. He's absolutely running hot right now.
Shredded.
Yeah, and like
On fire.
but the world number one is hunting you down,
Yeah,
right?
but-
And it's getting down.
But he never had the lead the entire tournament.
No,
Yeah. But he's right there.
but he's right there. And so he was hunting him down, and they're playing together. He's watching Gannon play great. Ricky was starting to make some mistakes, and then even Jeff having to have a conversation with him. Isaac didn't want to get involved with it. You could see, or Isaac just was like, I didn't see where, you know what I mean?
He
like,
couldn't
so
say. He didn't say.
at that point, it's Gannon gave him the benefit of the doubt. And then have you seen all of the videos and like memes and all of the stuff?
I didn't go through all of them, but I did see it. I did. Actually,
There's one long video where it's Gannon riding a raptor, a dinosaur, like a velociraptor.
No way.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Unreal.
with the trophy, in his hand, and it like keeps clipping back and forth to like the conversation with Jeff Spring, him picking up the sticks in front of the thing, and it's just going like, it just
That's
didn't
funny.
look good.
Yeah.
And Rick put out an apology, which is fine. You know what I mean? Just basically saying, hey, like I didn't think I did anything wrong. I would never jeopardize the sport.
Oh, so he did apologize. I didn't see
I
that.
don't know. He basically, I don't know if it was an apology.
Okay, because if you apologize, that's just admitting your.
Yeah, I don't want to say it was an apology.
he's like, okay, yeah, you're
can't
right. It was in
remember exactly what was said outside of the fact that he would never do something that would like dishonor the sport, that he believes in it. And I believe that about him.
Me too.
Ricky,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think that
He's
Ricky
an
would
OG.
ever intentionally cheat.
Yeah.
I think that he thought probably there was a piece of that stick that extended back behind his lie, and he just grabbed the whole pile because it was all dead and detached.
Yeah.
And so he didn't really think about what he was doing, and he probably should have, because
Yeah.
I would have called out my friend for doing that. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, course maintenance. It's just, it was at the wrong time. Wrong time, wrong place.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Wrong time, wrong place
all eyes
to do
were
it.
on you,
Yeah.
everyone. I mean, all the FBO was done. Everyone's done. All the crowds there. You got everyone's following you. All eyes are on you. All the cameras are on you.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's easy to say that that's the type of course where there's a bunch of luck involved, but when your lead card was, let's say, potentially the best woods player in Isaac Robinson, he's won majors in the woods, right? And he's just amazing at playing in the woods. You've got the world number one, and you've got Ricky Wasaki, who just won last weekend and is just coming in hot. And so, like, the course, I don't know how much validity there is to how unfair it played or how luck played into it when you have those three that finished the way that they did. You know, it probably rings pretty true to the level of golf right now.
Absolutely.
You know, and you got to see like Ty Love, Casey White's playing really good.
And he has been all year.
Yeah. He's
so
like
it's all these
13th in the standings right now or something like that. That's amazing. If you're top 20 in the standings coming off the type of offseason that Casey White had to endure in Massachusetts, it's insane to think that he's doing as well as he did. That's super cool.
Yep.
And he's a friend too. So like there's a few people that I look at and I watch play and I'm proud, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, cheering for them.
Yeah.
Constantly. Casey's definitely one of those guys. But what happens this coming weekend? Do we know what the next tour stop is?
What is the next tour stop? Let's take a look.
So next weekend is the Queen City.
Okay.
So that's the Queen City Classic in Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah. Another round. Joseph and the guys at another round sponsor the event. I'm sure that they're going to do some gnarly drops and some cool stuff.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure
another round is
something
like,
put out. Yeah.
They're a huge player in the sport. And, you know, it's amazing that Joseph was able to kind of build this empire that he's building. Mm-hmm. It's very, very cool. You know, he's got some of my very close friends that are on his team and representing, and I'm just it's just great.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
It's really cool.
And then Powerball is in on this thing.
Powerball. How about it?
Right?
Yeah, they're representing sponsoring the whole tour.
It's interesting, you know, big money, fantastic for the United States.
Yeah.
Okay. We are going to be hosting the European Championship next year in 2027 at Ale, OTB, and Ale Disc Golf Center is going to be the host of the European Open. We've been having some discussions, and what the Powerball, it's tough
to promote
in Europe to promote the Powerball lottery. Yeah. It's like illegal.
Yeah.
Right. So they have their own sets of laws on how lotteries are promoted and that type of thing. So it's been interesting conversations on figuring out how does the Disc Golf Pro Tour, because there's Pro Tour stops throughout Europe.
Yeah.
How do they continue to ensure that partnership with Powerball isn't at jeopardy just because of like the European part? Depending upon how that starts to look, you've got to think like who is contributing the most money into the tour. What does that look like for the future as they start to kind of figure out some of the pitfalls of what the European swing looks like? And then what's to say that the Pro Tour is not kind of, well, maybe we'll just add more stops in the U.S., right? And kind of keep the European stops at a minimum, especially with the primary sponsor not able to kind of be viewed and or highlighted.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't negatively affect the European tour. They came up with the Powerball idea for the U.S., so maybe they can just kind of come up with
maybe like there's a European lottery that wants to jump on board with it that is approved and or can be, but I feel like all of those countries have different laws and different rules.
Yeah, like
between
from
Finland, Sweden,
to Sweden,
Norway.
I'm sure.
You know, like it's all different.
Varies.
They're all in the EU, but I don't know if there's any like EU lottery
I wouldn't be surprised if
Norway's not. But
I wouldn't be surprised if you couldn't promote Sweden's lottery in Norway and vice versa. So
yeah, I mean they spend a lot of time traveling between the countries. Well, I mean Norway is the only country in that area not in the EU. So Sweden and Finland are part of the EU. Right?
Yeah,
yes.
But
yes, they are.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean, you got to come up with something. You got to come up with another sponsor if you can't have the Powerball.
Look, the Powerball money is great for the sport, and that's the work of some good people at the Disc Golf Pro Tour that had the ambition and the goals. I don't feel like there's that many people that are as concerned about the Disc Golf Pro Tour and their status and what they're able to do right now as they were 2 years ago. I feel like 2 years ago, everybody was questioning everything.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a scary time to be an OTB, to be a manufacturer, people that had invested into the Disc Golf Pro Tour. And so now I feel like, honestly, there haven't been any kind of concerning conversations taking place other than some minor rule changes and, you know, maybe some of the other stuff that creates controversy, but I don't feel like it's more of a financial thing. I feel like that's kind of been hopefully resolved to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, they're going to Charlotte, and that should be, again, a good metro area for them. I would expect huge crowds. I would expect a lot of extra shit. We're going to be looking at content constantly from this thing, almost guaranteed. Just between the practice rounds that we're going to see, which are very cool. You know, I like that there's a ton of media out there right now, so I wish we had more time to look at it because we're starting to get really busy. But there's a ton of media, and we will pay attention to it.
Yeah, you got Goose and Ezra back full in action. The Jomez practice rounds that are pretty cool, interesting. They're kind of looked like they had a big following that last one. You saw that with Calvin and Gannon. That was cool.
Yep. There's a lot of media between all of the other creators that are out there doing their thing too. Like I don't watch a lot of the review videos and stuff. I try to get out and throw the disc myself, and we've been kind of
doing the review videos ourselves.
We've been hijacked from good weather though, dude. Yeah. We haven't been able to get anything done for the most part. Just a few things, and I've got 1 million discs right now that just came in between MVP and Discraft, and a bunch of stuff that we've got to figure out how to get out and throw. That's where I've kind of have an idea of what these discs do, but I think that the review videos that a lot of the guys that are out there doing right now are really good. Like really good. Like the difference in media of what it's been from 3-4 years ago even is so much better. The quality is so much better today, and it just keeps getting elevated.
What about is Levi? Levi's coming over soon?
Yeah.
Is he signed up for this Queen City?
I can take a look and see. I don't know. I don't think that he played.
He didn't play in the Big Easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here. I should know when he's coming because he's now an OTB player as well as RPM sponsored. I don't see him on the standings, but I'm also not looking very hard. He's going to be super exciting to watch. I think he's got a game that is suitable for just about all the courses that we have here in the U.S. After watching the courses that he's grown up playing and the go-throw coverage that they've had over the last 2 years, you kind of get an idea of the windy conditions that he's playing in. So, you know, you have a little bit of everything that's going to make sense.
He's from Invercargill, New Zealand.
Okay, say that again.
Invercargill.
Okay.
Invercargill.
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 All right.
New Zealand. Member since 2019. 43 career wins. All right, so he's coming up here, but it's not. It's the 48th New Zealand Disc Golf National Championships, Friday, March 20th, and then he's coming to Jonesboro Open.
Okay, so he's not here yet. He's playing in the New Zealand Championships, and then he's going to make his way here. That's going to be exciting. I've never seen the Jonesboro course. I don't know what that track is.
You'll see him over in the Europe Tour too. He's going to be in the Ale Open.
Yeah, of course.
Yep, Swedish Open.
Yep.
And the Heinola Open.
Okay.
And he's doing the OTB Open.
Yeah.
He's doing the Open at Austin. He's doing the Waco Charity Open.
I think he's on tour for the rest of the way.
Yeah, Kansas City wide and Jonesboro.
I'll be out in California for the OTB Open too.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I've gone the last 3 years, and it's a good time, dude. It's good to get out with the other guys and see, you know, to see Sam and Aaron and everybody over there, Phil, and obviously Danny and Teresa, but just everybody else too. I think Greg will be there too, which is
okay. Cool.
Yeah. So I'll get to hang out with Greggy too.
That's right. I think he is going to be there, right? Yeah.
Vince usually goes too. Yeah, so that'll be fun.
Did you see the video? I think it was Harry Chase and put out, and they did the OTB Eats.
I did.
Okay. How do you feel about that?
I feel okay with it. It was, now listen, Okay, can I break it down for you?
Yeah, break
and
it
let
down.
you know what happened.
Yeah.
And so maybe we have a lot going on,
Yeah.
right? To think that we're going to be able to do OTB Eats and have it be something that is a regular basis or that we can do was kind of, I want to say, unrealistic. We're trying to do the podcast. We have the whatnot. We've got the shop. You've got your business. I've got, you know what I mean? There's a million things going on.
Yeah.
They were looking for ideas, and they had mentioned something about doing like when I say they, okay, we sponsor Joey Tamale.
Joey Tamale.
Okay, so we're on a conference call with Joey Tamale and Danny and me and Vince and Greg, and we're talking about kind of what his plan is for this year, media plan. You know, like what do you what ideas can we throw out there? And I had mentioned, hey, we did OTB Eats, and I said that we did it with Justin Kogan, a good friend of ours, who's an amazing chef. We infiltrated his restaurant. We had, you know what I mean? It was just fun. It was great, and you know, we don't necessarily have time to keep doing it. It was a great concept and idea, but I said it would be better served on tour with them as they're going to all of these different places. Austin, get out of here. Like, how much of a better place is there to, like, go find the Granny's barbecue that is completely... That's one thing that I'm super envious of some of these guys, is that they get to travel to every single one of these cities year after year. I think that Austin's going to be one of those places that people kind of gravitate towards. I definitely want to get there. I said, this is what we've done. I think you guys should run with it. And I think that Joey had said, hey, we were thinking about something like that too. That's not that far-fetched. You know, it's not like it was our original idea.
It was a good idea.
It was a really good idea. And we actually did it. We'll release out a episode of OTB Eats. It was filmed by GoThrow. Right. So the guys at GoThrow ended up doing it for us, and we'll put it out. Maybe if one day this thing is good enough to have a Patreon or something, we'll have it on Patreon coverage or whatever we're going to do. Dude. It is. It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool. There'll be some.
We tried all sorts of stuff.
Yeah. It was definitely cool. But yeah, no, they did I did not watch it. I will update you next week with how I feel about it. How about that? We need to get back to that because I think it's interesting and I think it's a great concept. I'm glad somebody's doing it.
Yeah.
We've got other things we want to do too.
It's on the OTB page, their YouTube.
And what's the title
of it? It's titled Matt Schlabach's Steak Night, OTB Eats plus Cribs, Brooksville, Florida.
Oh, they added it. Okay, so because
that was 12 days ago, by the way.
Okay.
So
yeah, I remember seeing it. I need to watch it, but we were talking about two different concepts: OTB Eats and OTB Cribs,
and they added them together,
and they put them together.
Yes, they did.
So that's cool. I honestly, I didn't realize
they legit have like graphics and like a title screen, and
they animated a graphic and all that stuff. That's cool. I'm glad we're seeing the thoughts and fruits of our labor a little bit. And I think the Cribs idea was pretty cool. I used to watch MTV Cribs. You remember MTV Cribs?
Oh yeah. Yep.
MTV Cribs was best. It was fun. You got to see all their cars and shoes and shit.
Yeah. I liked Pimp My Ride too.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Shaq was on there? Shaq was always doing something.
Yeah.
He's like stayed the most relevant like of ex-NBA players than just about anybody. I love Shaq.
I heard Pimp My Ride was fake.
I want to get Shaq on our podcast.
He could come. You know who else could be on here?
Who?
Guess. Guess.
I thought you were going to say something.
I was.
Why didn't you just say it? Why do I have to guess? I mean, it could be anybody.
Jeremy London.
Jeremy London.
Yeah. Okay. I'm telling you. No,
Why?
I just because I just talked to my buddy.
No. I think it's fine.
To my buddy. Right?
It's going to come to fruition. Like I believe you have to say it to make it happen.
He's coming to the putt night this Thursday.
Oh, you were hanging out with Oscar today.
Yeah. So, all right. So Jeremy London. If you don't know who Jeremy London is, he's like he was in like Mallrats and
Party of Five, Seventh Heaven. Yes, he was. I think he was. I don't know. That might be bad information. Blaze, you're the expert in these things. Movies. Like, to some degree. To some degree. He's a good actor. He came into the disc golf shop. He's actually a disc golfer now. He came in. He's living in the area while doing, I guess, a project, right? He's doing a movie.
Yeah, so he's actually living with Oscar.
Right, in the
And-
barn,
yeah.
like the refurbished huge barn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's still living there.
Okay.
He wants to get involved into disc golf. He wants to be a part of the community, is what I was told.
I mean, I've got his phone number.
And
I could text him right now.
He wants to come to putt night, and I told him.
So
6
this
o'clock.
Thursday.
Yep, and he said he'll be here. Yep.
If there's any ladies about 50 years old named Marcy who wants to come meet Jeremy London,
There you go.
I told Marcy, and she was just like blown away. No way. She's a good friend of ours. But yeah, no, I think that he was pretty big in that like mid to late 80s time frame. It'd be cool to have him. He was a cool dude when he came out and he was hanging out and he was just chilling, you know, for a while. Oscar's crazy. Oscar's awesome.
Dude, hi, Oscar. Yeah. Hi, Oscar,
There
dude.
you go.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he'll
Do you think Oscar's going to listen to this?
he'll have some stories. Oh, he'll definitely listen to this. I'm sure if we tell him
Dude,
that
if
it's
we
out.
got Oscar on,
Oscar would
Oscar
be a
come on the
great guest,
podcast as well.
dude.
Can we fit that many people on the podcast, please?
I
You're our
don't
conductor.
think we have enough SD cards for Oscar.
We might not. It
Especially
might last for a
you
while.
and Oscar together.
Yeah, and now
That's-
Blaze is checking the cameras.
That's an SD. That's an SD card's a nightmare, dude.
Not if you have a big enough one. And Oscar's cool. We could definitely keep the interview down to a minimum.
We can try.
We could try. We could try.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting. Though it would be interesting to get Jeremy London on here because
Yeah.
it would be something different that is not necessarily disc golf like, but it is disc golf because he's like super into disc golf now. Wants
Yeah.
to get involved. Wants to.
I
want
wanna talk to him about-
the leagues. Oh, well, get this. I'm not done. we can design a course on his property.
On Oscar's.
Oscar's property, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty open, but that's okay.
It's open, but he wants some baskets,
Okay.
and
We've got those.
exactly, and to just make it nice and cushy for him because he's right up the
I
road.
mean, we
We
could.
can be like, oh, we'll design it for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I want to
Oh.
know? I want to know who he's like partied with and hung out with, and you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he was like glory days of Hollywood almost. Or
Yeah.
before Hollywood kind of got crazy. I want to learn more about like his side of life than I do about talking about disc golf with him. But it would be fun to find his story of how he figured out disc golf and all that stuff too. Because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I think he started playing around COVID.
okay. I didn't even
pretty
ask
sure-
him, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure.
We can
But-
find all that out together.
Well, we can talk to him this week at Putt Night and see if he wants to come on the podcast. We can do that.
Yeah, perfect.
Blaze, do you want to have Jeremy London on the podcast?
Blaze is in.
He gave
The conduct.
I think Blaze would be excited about that.
I think he would. I don't think he's excited about
See,
the
but
name conductor.
See, Blaze can have a very educated conversation with somebody like Jeremy London because he knows facts and he
Yeah.
knows names and he knows people.
I didn't even know he was in Seventh Heaven. So
Well, yeah, but you knew who he was. I gave you one guess on who came in here and said Mallrats, and you said, well, I know it's not this, and you said Jeremy London. And the fact that you even knew he was in Mallrats is more
I mean, he
information.
was T.S. Quint. He was like the main character in Mallrats.
Yeah.
Like the main character.
Yeah.
This is what I'm talking about. You know these things.
I'm just, yeah, I mean,
Well, he knows Mallrats. If he never watched Mallrats, then he probably wouldn't know that.
Who's the other characters in Mallrats?
I can't
what
tell
do you mean? Like
Who are the other main characters?
They're what
Their
their
names.
actor names
Yes.
or their
no, they're
character
real
names?
names, whatever.
Well, like Jason Lee,
Jason Lee,
Jason
and
Mewes,
Jason
Kevin
Mewes,
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
You're just repeating everything I can say.
Dude, it's all the same
Yeah,
people.
Ethan Suplee was in it. Shannon Doherty.
There you go.
Yep.
Yep.
Or are you just repeating?
It's all the
I
same
think it was like
people.
Claire Forlani was in it. Joey Lauren Adams with that
Oh,
squeaky
yeah.
mouse voice.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were good. Michael Rooker was in it.
Oh,
Okay, so
yeah, he started
this
like
is
this.
He's a
so
pretty good
off
one.
the top of your head. You just
Stan Lee was in that one
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's right. He was like this.
20
Ya-cha-cha-cha!
You just named 16 actors in Mallrats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, they were
Well,
all in
when
the
you know,
mall.
you know.
It's a
How
big
does
ass
that not
mall.
prove my point that it would?
Well,
be,
I know that movie. I don't know all of like Jeremy London's stuff.
No, but you could sit here and have a conversation
Oh, well,
about
probably.
every single character and every single person in that movie, which is
Well,
but
that's
he
just
probably-
one movie.
Do you think he probably still likes talking about it?
100%. That's his
Maybe.
identity.
I don't know. They think about
I
like
don't
De La
do that
Soul. Like
with-
they don't like playing their own music anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, he's obviously still working.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's been in over 120 movies,
Yeah.
Unreal.
Mostly.
or just
what?
shows and movies and stuff like that. Mostly like
Hallmark,
straight direct to DVD
type.
movies.
Okay.
I don't know. Actually, I'm not even
Action,
sure. I don't know.
adventure, some
I'm
sci-fi.
just throwing
This is
that out
why
there.
we need to have him in here.
Yeah,
is
we need to
I
get
want to
him in
know
here.
what the fuck he's been doing since Mallrats.
Maybe we should get him and Oscar, but separately. What do you think?
No.
Okay, so
Bless
just him.
your
Just
heart.
Jeremy. Okay.
Is
Just
that were
Jeremy.
you saying that to me? Because I said
I was saying that to CJ. Bless your heart.
yeah. We need to focus on Jeremy.
Wow.
And if
Okay,
Oscar's
let's
in
focus
here,
on him.
then that's fine. I think Oscar can be in here with him. But when it's time to focus on Oscar, we focus on Oscar. I want to, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Oscar's going to take up,
Yeah, he'll talk about the Mayan
know.
ruins for 3 hours.
yeah, which is super dope.
Mm-hmm.
He could be
I'll be
like,
like, when I was in the
oh
shaman.
my God. I could only imagine if we
Shaman
just
took
let
me
him
to
go,
the
how
Mayan
long the
ruins.
podcast would be.
It would
Do
just,
you think we could go 3 hours?
I'm telling you, I'm
I
not
bet
gonna.
we could.
I'm not gonna lie. I asked him one question once, and I didn't talk for 35 minutes.
And you still didn't get the answer.
Yeah, he just went off on a story about how he did fucking ayahuasca in the fucking Mayan ruins.
Which is, I mean, it's amazing. He is a advocate for clearing the mind, body, and soul through
Yeah.
that process, which it helps with a lot of people. I've never done it. Have you ever done ayahuasca?
No, nope. I've had like oolong, and I've had Earl Grey, but I've never had that ayahuasca tea. And I've had like Lipton tea too. Lipton, just like regular Lipton tea.
Yeah, I mean, ayahuasca is, for those that don't know, it's like hallucinations, mind changing. Like, you know what I mean? You get sick, don't you?
Oh yeah, you purge. They call it.
Yeah.
It's called
Yeah,
purging.
it's really intense.
You have to take it with a shaman though, or at least someone that knows what the hell's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you don't want to take it. There's stories like if you can look it up on Mr. Ballin, and you can see a story about this couple.
Yeah.
They were super into it, and they did it with shamans.
All right, well, that's,
a couple
I guess,
times, and then they tried to do it together by themselves. They thought they was good enough,
Yeah.
and the freaking guy like ate the girl, killed her. Dude,
I didn't expect it to go there.
yeah, it was
You know what I mean? Like
wild.
that is not what I
Yeah.
expected you to say.
We got
That's really not cool.
No. So
By no
maybe
means.
ayahuasca.
When you
is not
say
that good.
8, like the whole thing.
I don't know. I don't even know if it was cooked. That's what I'm trying to say. It's wild. You gotta have a shaman.
All right.
If
All right,
you
so
want,
no ayahuasca unless there is a shaman
Yeah.
available.
Yeah.
That you've heard it from Clark. People eat people.
yeah.
It gets bad. But let's save this conversation for Oscar if we're going to
Okay.
have this conversation.
Okay.
We don't need to get this
Okay.
deep into the whole scenario. Back to Ricky Wasaki.
Oh, okay, Ricky.
No, we don't have to get back to Ricky Wasaki. I
Sticky.
just felt like saying that.
Sticky wasabi.
Interesting enough that Ricky Wasaki and Gannon-Burr are tied in point standings at 275 points, I believe.
Who's in third?
Isaac Robinson is in third place. Joseph Anderson, Buckets, actually.
Okay,
he's
yeah,
been
that's
up
right.
there.
That's
He's
right.
been playing really good.
Yeah.
Aaron Gossage, Luke Taylor,
Okay. All right.
Sullivan Tipton.
Okay.
your boy,
Yes.
Right?
No. I was
Well-
just hanging out with him at Cactus
Well,
Rock.
no.
I
I'm
mean,
just
well,
saying,
maybe
like,
I
you
shook his hand. And
yeah,
said,
but you.
Good,
I'm just
good
saying you
job.
picked him for like your picks. Like when we talked about who was going to do well, you said Sullivan Tipton.
Yeah, I had him
earlier in
for
the week. That's
third.
all I was saying. I was saying.
Excuse me.
Kyle Klein, Ezra Robinson.
I had Sullivan Tipton. So when let's take that back.
Lee.
In the car ride down to Virginia,
Yeah.
just to pass time.
Yeah,
We were asking who you think's going to win the Big Easy Open. You said top 3 men and top 3. Well, you said just pick the women, but
Yeah.
I picked top 3. Sullivan was my third. I picked him to come in third. At
You
the
picked
Big Easy Open.
Gannon.
And I picked Gannon for second, and I picked AB for first.
You did pick
I
AB.
did pick AB, but it was Ricky.
None of us picked Ricky.
I picked Holland Hanley,
Which is
so I got Holland, and
Right.
and you and Hank were there for that. So I picked Holland right from the beginning.
Yeah.
And
But
then who
you know
else
what,
did I
though?
pick? I
This
think
is
I picked,
okay. This is my beef with this. Can I tell you my beef with your whole thing?
Go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is because we are driving to the disc golf course. We're talking about this.
Yes.
Hank is in the car too.
Yeah, he was
correct?
in the back seat.
We're talking about this on the drive to the disc golf course, and little did I know that women's coverage had already started.
It did.
And that Holland Hanlon was already winning
I did not know
the
this.
tournament as Clarkey supposedly makes his
I didn't know
picks.
this. It had only started at 10:30, and it was not even much after that.
All right, we're gonna figure this out in a way that makes sense. We're gonna break it down for you next podcast with how we're gonna do this. But for the Queen City Open, we're gonna actually make this a wager, and we're gonna make it worth something.
All right.
And then we'll talk about what we did next podcast for Queen City, because that was not happening.
This podcast will be out, and then the Queen City's not for 2 weekends. So we'll have another podcast. So
Yeah.
you can
All right,
check.
so we
you
can actually
pick.
give people the laydown of, or the lowdown.
We can give him the lay down. We can lay the smacketh down if you smell what the Rock is cooking.
I do.
Okay.
Smell it. We can then give people kind of the rules, and we can figure it out. But we got to come up with like a good little gambling thing that we can carry over. Maybe it's for food.
Yeah. Shout out Powerball.
Maybe it's for food. Maybe we get somebody gets a burger or something,
Ooh.
some type of food.
Ooh. How about
Cheesesteaks.
or Luberto's or Altamontes and Oaks?
Yeah.
That'll be the three.
Oaks. We could do
Yeah.
Oaks.
Oaks.
I need to get some country fried steak in me.
Ooh, same. And
Oh my God.
I want a country fried steak.
We
and
just
I
need to
want
go
one of
do
their
it.
cheese
Fuck
steaks.
the betting thing. Can we just go get a country fried steak
Yeah.
tomorrow? Well, maybe.
I can't.
We'll
I
see.
can't tomorrow. I'm uber busy. Uber.
You need to be busy. We've had our vacation, right?
Yeah.
Alabama, then Virginia. We went down to Virginia for. Let's talk about
Let's
this.
talk about this. Let's talk about that. Oh,
boy.
hey. Let's talk
Clarky
about
gets
this, Steve.
excited.
So,
You
all
go.
right, here we go. I'll talk about this. So,
VTI.
VTI. So, we went down to VTI. It's been something that these guys up here in PA have been doing for the last like 15 or 18 years. Formerly PA Proud was the team name. Now it's Team OTB East. Bunch of great guys. I've had the pleasure to be able to go down the last couple years. But this year was very special. So, Team Druid, they were short a player.
That's the special part of this trip for you.
Okay, I was trying to make it quick. Sorry. The special part of the trip was actually, if you want me to be serious, special part of the trip, my most memorable and favorite thing of this whole entire trip that I will cherish the rest of my life, it was that too. But mainly, I'm going to be honest with you. It was sharing an experience with Steve fishing. Honestly, that was my favorite part of the whole entire weekend. It was cool. So anyways, the house was awesome. We had like 20-some people there, all of our like super close friends, like everyone. Every single person is super close with each other, all cool people.
Yeah.
We had a chef, like shout out Ryan Brown. He made food for us, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Quiche was good.
Absolutely. Oh,
There
yeah.
was a
Prime
lot that
rib,
was
like,
good.
dude, everything. From prime rib to his grandma's recipe soups to the quiches that he made in the morning, the egg quiches. Everything was phenomenal.
So the fishing was fun, dude. Back to what Clark was
Back to the
saying.
fishing. So we
actually
were right
cooked
on
our own
black crappie. So they were black crappie. Some people say black crappie. Some people call them crappie, but dude, it's spelled with an A. And I'm saying crappie. I don't care who you are. Steve caught a slab. Steve caught the
That
biggest
means it's
crappie, actually.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It
Chunker.
was
So
freaking awesome.
I had located the school. So if you don't know, crappie is a school fish. So they group up. So if you find a crappie, you're gonna find a bunch more. And Steve walks on the dock. I said, "Right here, Stevie."
Mm-hmm.
And Stevie pulled out the
Slab.
biggest slab crappie.
It's awesome.
People would hang it up. That's how big it was.
We ate it.
We ate it.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't like too big because I would have thrown that thing back, but it was like good. Dinner, good size eating. I mean, honestly, we only had 3 of them. Good size eating.
I'll let Clark get back to what he wanted to tell the story about. But I do want to say that I have fished in the past with my dad, maybe here and there, ponds, little things, getting some bluegills, some sunnies. Maybe I've caught a bass before, you know what I mean? Like I haven't ever, I've been playing disc golf and other things, doing other activities my whole life, always wanted to get into fishing. And when I saw the house on the lake, you were bringing your fishing pole, I said, we've got to hook it up. So I have a tackle box with a fishing rod and all that stuff now. Last night, I got my PA fishing license with the trout thing on it, too.
Okay, you got a trout license?
I got a trout license with my, right.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, some of my best friends love fishing, and I don't want to invade their love for what it is, but there's got to be a reason why you guys are out there doing it all the time. So I want to give it a fair go. And Tanner wants to fish. And so I'll be able to go out with my son and do some fishing, and that'll be freaking just super dope.
Yeah.
I think it was relaxing, and you feel like you're in control of what's going on.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, it's a lot like disc golfing. Every single body of water that you go to
is different.
Is its own course.
Yeah.
You're playing it different. You're fishing it
different.
You
got to like hyzer it in when you're
exactly.
casting, or you've got to know.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe this is the tomahawk. Maybe I'm throwing a thumber.
Where to go.
Yeah.
Yep. Where to land. Yeah.
I heard somebody was talking about just like knowing where the sun is hitting the water and where the fish like to be with where the light is and this and that. So like it's all, you got to figure it all out.
Yep.
And
Shadows, shade.
It's about gaining experience and learning how to fish, to be honest with you, which is going to be freaking awesome.
Absolutely. It's definitely it's not easy.
My favorite part was when you and Justin got on that kayak. It was great when Justin got on. So Justin Medora, a good friend, jumps on a kayak and he starts to head out, and Clark calls him back in and says, "No, I'm going to jump on there with you. Come here, come back and get me." And Hank immediately said, "Yeah, that's a great idea. It's going to be much better with Clark on there with you." It was awesome. It was perfect.
I'm good on a boat.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys should have tipped over multiple times.
Oh, yeah. Did you see what he was...
He was soaking wet. You splashed him with the paddle, like, as you guys were trying to get past the dock.
That's because we were beelining for the freaking corner pillar.
Yeah.
And I tried so hard to get out of the way so quick that I, like, missed my first paddle and just...
Sprayed
I just skimmed the top of the water, but just like
sprayed it with water.
I mean, drenched. Completely drenched. But good thing it was a heated water from the power plant.
Yeah, good times. Good times were had, dude. It was awesome.
It was good.
A lot of really good friends getting together.
Let's finish it off. So it was a really good time, really good friends getting together, hanging out, lots of fishing, lots of, playing golf in the backyard, throwing the frisbee in the backyard. We had some fires, but then it was a tournament. So it's the VTI, it's Virginia Team Invitational. There's 150 players in it. Each person has a 9-man team, with a female. So there's a female on each team, and there's really good players here. I mean, you have
Corey Ellis,
Andrew Fish, Brian Schweberger.
Yeah.
You had, I think, Anthony and Selma, the highest rated lefty, was there.
A lot of, this is...
Jasper, dude can throw like 900 feet.
Yeah, we've lost some people to the tour, like your Chris Dickerson and your Zach Melton used to come every year. Jerem used to come every year. We used to have some of the higher end players on tour that would come to the VTI every year.
Yep.
I feel like as the tour shifted and moved to the East Coast as the start of the season, or even Texas, that we've lost those people, That being said, I feel like it kind of shifted to like the new hot young players.
Yeah.
Right? And like there's some kids and
killers.
there's some people that are killers.
Crushing.
Absolutely, they're going to be...
I got crushed by a 17-year-old kid.
Yeah, they're like Jesse Longneckers.
Crazy.
Like I would equate it to that like generation of kids that are coming up right now that just absolutely are ballers, that are going to be... They're going to be the ones competing with all the European kids that are coming up. Right? And I feel like we've got a good amount of young talent. I'm not concerned with those European guys taking over in the U.S. as that young talent starts to move up. There's going to be a lot more competition, but I feel pretty good about our next generation of golfers coming up.
Same. Yeah, I saw a bunch of good guys down there. Team OTB East, I caddied for Steve first round. It was awesome.
Yep.
Druids, they needed a replacement, so I stopped caddying and
On
I
Sunday.
started
Yep.
playing for Team Druid. I played well enough that they liked me enough, and we won the champions.
They won the jug,
They won the jug. So
which is insane.
Brian, his name's Brian Goller. He was the team captain. Super cool guy. He's been only 2 people have been there since the start. 24 years ago or what it was, and he is one of those 2 people. He was my captain. He chose me to had faith in me and wanted me to come to battle with him, and I did. I put everything on the line. I got smoked my first match against a 17-year-old kid, but that's just because I hadn't been playing. And then when
He'd
it was
been walking
crucial
with me.
yeah, when it was crucial, so there was a guy that went undefeated his whole entire tournament, so he had won 4 matches at this point. They needed me to tie or win to move on. Supposedly, this is what they're saying. And I came back in, and I had tied this guy. And this guy was saying how he hadn't lost all day long. And I told myself, dude, I am not going to be another statistic. I do not want to lose to this guy. This guy was saying how he didn't lose. He didn't freaking lose all. The best part about this dude's name, Ryan Kenny.
No way.
Ryan Kenny is his name.
Wow.
And he knows our buddy Ryan Kenny up north. I hooked him up. They've been talking. But
Oh, that's funny.
yep. Anyway, so I tied you, Ryan Kenny. Haha. We got into the finals. We did good. We won. Lucas Oberholzer was on hole 1. He got lucky. Jasper had about, it looked like a circle edge putt to win the win. All right. At this point in time, we only needed one of our last 2 people to
Matches,
win.
right.
One of our last 2 matches to come in
Had
with
to
the
be a
win.
win.
And we would win at this
Right.
point, all right?
What did you do?
My last match?
Yeah.
Lost. Yeah. I still got MVP. I still got the MVP. Goller, listen, Goller knows.
This is why I'm completely confused. You didn't even win a match.
I think it's because
You showed up?
I showed up and I think they needed
tie.
that tie. Like that's what he said.
So you tied.
He ran over to the table, grabbed the MVP trophy, and held it up and announced to the team. He's like, "This guy is the only reason that we are even in this, so he gets the MVP." And everyone cheered. I was like, dude, I played good.
Unbelievable.
I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I played like shit.
Maybe it had more to do with your spirit.
It probably was, dude. I was trying to pump I'm like, dude.
I'm sure
yeah,
you were.
I was giving everybody hugs. I'm fucking trying to have, dude.
Maybe you gave everybody the
So-
energy they needed to go out and take care of business. You didn't need to win. You didn't need to win.
Dude.
Your job was to get everybody else to win.
Dude, so
I
let's
get it.
let's just talk about this real quick. So Fish is on the hole 2 with Lucas, and hole 1, boom, Fish wins. So boom, now we only need 1 more.
Yeah.
All right. And Lucas and Jasper. All right. Supposedly this Jasper kid can throw 900 feet. Bisco said that he thinks that he can throw further than anybody.
Okay.
Anybody. He said Simon, Gann, and AB. He thinks that this kid can throw further than anybody. That's what he said.
Okay.
This kid, Jasper, misses a 30-foot putt to win, right? So it pushes to hole 2. And he hit a tree on his drive.
Hole 2 is a short uphill.
Short uphill. He hit the tree and
220
kicked left.
feet. You're staring straight at it. Most people are throwing a putter mid-range up the hill to the basket.
I blast a Thunderbird, but that's just because
you don't
it's-
even need to.
You don't need to, but you got
But
the
you-
backstop, and I'm
yeah,
comfortable
you're not
with
gonna
it,
go
so you
that
can
long.
just blast it. Yeah,
Right.
you're not going to go long.
Yeah.
Kick the tree, kick left, and if you know the hole,
You're out in the field.
even though it's 200 feet or whatever, it's straight uphill. It's only 200 feet, but if you're not in that little fairway, you got nothing.
So many matches end on hole 2.
Yeah, and
That's the one spot
and Lucas
people
was
get messed up on.
was past pin high, but just enough that he was past the big tree, and on the right-hand side had about maybe a 15,
Crazy.
20-footer, and boom. That was it. We won.
It was a fun weekend, dude.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to have you down there, even though you were representing another team. I somehow feel responsible for Druid winning,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you drove me down.
I gave them my caddy for
Yeah.
Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was struggling,
Yeah.
but I played well enough to win on Sunday. So we escaped without
Elimination.
we were middlers, which is fine.
It's the only time in your life
Middle of the road.
that you're happy to be a middler.
Yep.
Yeah.
So next week we'll get into our wagers as far as what we want to do. We'll talk about some upcoming things that are going on. We do have a tournament coming up. Like our first tournament for OTB East is going to be opening a brand new disc golf course called Briar Creek Lake Park. So get out there and take a look at that and see whether or not there's still room. It was close to being full. So I don't know. By the time this airs, there's not going to be any room in it, but it's going to be fun. For sure. And then,
Yeah.
but
Looks
we'll
awesome.
we'll chat more about the tour and what's going on. Yeah, it's fun. This is cool.
This is cool. And guys, hey, do us a favor, please. If you like the content and you want to see some more, like it, subscribe.
There you go, Clark.
Yeah. And, you know,
I like this. You know,
Boom.
you kind of know how to exit out of a podcast.
I'm trying.
That's pretty good. Blaze,
Yeah.
anything to say?
Leave a comment.
This
too.
is our first podcast, so
Leave a comment and, you know, maybe like some topics that
you don't
want
need
us
to leave a
hit on.
comment. We don't
Leave
want
some
the
comments, dude. Come on. Be mean to Steve.
Leave all.
No, I'm just kidding.
Leave
Don't
a
be
million
mean.
comments. Every comment.
Don't leave a million.
Listen, if you
And-
guys are just mean to us all the time, we'll be desensitized to us, and you know, we can just kind of
Why do we have to like force the
meanness.
the abuse though?
All right.
Let's not force it on what we're doing. I'd rather it be
All right,
organic.
Please be nice.
No, but honestly, this is our first podcast. Any constructive criticism or anything like that will go a long way. Thank you guys for watching.
All right.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Room. Zoom. Groom. Loon. Squeak, squeak, squawk, squawk. Loon. Loon. Loony. Toony. Straight. Goonie. Got my shoelaces tied like a boonie. Yeah. What the fuck is a boonie? You asking the wrong dude. Ask your ma. She might hit you. Eagles hat on. Rolling blunts. Tie-dye shirt. Eating runts. Swagger chillin'. Edie thrilling. My mind straight. Spilling. Yeah. Off the cuff. In my rug. I got bugs in my jug. Yeah. Coming through. Waves of flirting. I'm down the street with my girl hurting. Yeah. Monkey domes. Sand dunes. Rocking in the daily news. Yeah. All right, I'm done.
Wow.